cause an Irishman wants to die. To die to be good for his in disguise. Irish warfare is nothing to be played with. I need it to war ends. I speed it.
So watch this video and subscribe and put a thumbs up.
Good evening, everybody. Oh, man. I know that this is an impromptu live stream, and I know you guys wasn't expecting this, especially as it came out of nowhere, but I seriously needed to get a few things off my chest. I'm not going to be long. It is important because I have, something that I've been meaning to announce for a little while, but it was a thing in terms of a journey that I had with myself, and throughout this whole year, I've been pretty much going back and forth with this, but I wanted to say hello to everybody in the chat first. Markrell in the house. Oh man, Thomas Gilkey, the Gilk man, $4.99 super chat. Much love and respect for you, Abu. Always got your back, even if we disagree. Hail the Dark Council and hail El Presidente. Hail Thomas. Thank you so much, my brother. I got a lot of things to say on the subject of disagreements, but right now, Lorena Creole in the house, Orange Hat, reviews. Fireside chat, you know what, as corny as it was, it was something that just popped in my head. So, David Quintana, the one and only OG Star Wars is in the building. RC from the NYC, hail my brother. Matt G, Markrell, the one and only 19K Fox. Good evening to you, Fox. So good that you could pop in for a second. D Penzak, like I said, I'm not going to be long. David Hervey, Keck44, Jedi, Padawan Trailer, what's up? Daniel James, salute. Retrograde Productions in the house. Federation of Planets. I wish it was about, being on other planets. It'd be a little bit much easier. Joshua Tika, from your fan, Taco Cat. Salute, my brother, salute. Rodimus Prime, Bone. I'm so glad and happy to see you guys pop in. But first, I want to just set this. I want to set basically the tone of this off on something that like I said, about the topics for today or this evening, and I'm hoping that you will find the spirit of what I'll be talking about this evening. Find that the spirit is coming from a place of love. The Gospels according to Mark with a C. Got your back, my brother. Thank you. I need my Dark Council brothers right now. RC from the NYC, $5 super chat. All hail, brother Abu. All hail the chat. Hope everywhere is warm, well, and blessed. Yes, absolutely. Fanzy vids. Oh man, yeah. I'm hoping that each and every one of y'all is in good spirits and feeling blessed. And like I said, everything that I'm going to be saying tonight is going to be is in a place of love. I'm starting it off like this. Came up with this composition, and I felt like it was right for me to do it in the manner that I'm doing it now. Is everybody feeling good? Can you hear the music? Can everybody hear the music? Let me know if you can hear it. Say yeah or one, or just let a brother know, because this is something. Can anybody hear me? Everybody hear me? Anyone? All right, now. Okay, David know what to do. So I'm gonna set it off a little something like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I tell all you kids out there, be prepared. The Dark Council revered everywhere. Abu Nas, Papa Bear, never scared. Who's lurking in the shadow, deep in the rear? Waiting for you to fuck up, it's a wrap. I swoop down on you and press my attack. the bullshit you on got you coming out of pocket. Don't worry, kid, you know that I'm gonna stop it. Fear no one but Allah Azawajal. You better sit a spell and listen to me well. Wisdom I'm giving is how you should be living. Improve your life and on point with precision. But don't get it twisted, my style is terrific. To be more specific, read the hieroglyphic. You wanna keep it live, go to DEFCON 5. The angels will provide for me to survive. I'm a man of my word, as son as y'all seen. Deep in the trenches since 2018. El Presidente, doing God's work. Educating folks will be acting like a jerk. Come on.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
Testify.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
Gotta testify.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
You gotta testify.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
Trolling these clowns, put their face in the dirt. I'm repping Dark Council, the best on this earth. Holding that shit down, testifying church. The true He-Man masters the universe. You thought you had an easy mark over here. My crew came down, had these sons running scared. A misunderstanding got you all acting rude. The dawn is the law, gotta take y'all to school. Got a mind of your own, no need to cause change. Some of y'all do it just to get some fame. Nothing to gain, causing heartache and pain. You live and let live, no need to complain. You said, man, I don't have to listen to you. You're right about that, but I'm still coming through with knowledge, wisdom, and some understanding. I know I can be rough, but I'm not that demanding. We're not in an echo chamber, each of us has merit. We need to show some respect in order to get it. And that's for real. Come on.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
You gotta testify.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
No fakes or lies.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
You gotta testify.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
The Mandalorian ain't really that worth all of this. You know what I'm saying? It really isn't. But I'ma break it down. The Mandalorian ain't worth all of this. The arguments over some perceived diss that got us all hot and ready to flip on folks that you think that don't know they shit, or others in the fandom that likes what they see. The glimpse of things that makes their heart breathe. The impact of the show is based on you, your feelings, your knowledge, and what you pursue. We all want something great to talk about. We all want things that make us wanna shout. Some of us wanna say Star Wars is back. Some of us wanna say hold on, relax. But all of this comes from a place of love, and love for others will place you above. Know that we love George Lucas forever. Cherish everything that he put together. Some of us decided doing just that. Others wanna sit back and just relax and enjoy everything what we can get. You don't have to agree, but give them the respect. And on the other side, if we criticize, we only doing that to expose all their lies or anything else they wanna try to hide. We don't trust them to do right by our side. You don't trust them either, but you'll let them slide as long as it's good and it makes your heart cry. Tears of joy, I can dig all of that. In solidarity, let's bring it back. Let's go.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
You gotta testify.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
No fakes or lies.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
You gotta testify.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
No fakes or lies.
Yeah, that's on the bomb,
I
yo.
want you at my side
Yeah, that's on the
to
bomb,
keep
yo.
Star Wars all alive.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
You gotta testify.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
No fakes or lies. From the heart. You gotta testify. Now that we finally got that out the way, you just heard a prelude of what it is that's on my mind right now. My heart is sad. My heart is hurting. It's hurting in a way that I did not expect. part of me did not see it coming, but another part of me said something was in the air. My heart is hurting because I labored for 3 years, pretty much close to 3 years. My 3rd year anniversary will be next month. 3 years. I spent being in the trenches, being out in the forefront, being the first wave of what EVS coined the fandom menace. It was pretty much a throwaway thing he said that caught fire. And in the early days of the fandom, after Ryan Johnson's manifesto of garbage came out, we all as a collective came together knowing that the issues between The Force Awakens led up to this abomination, and we all came together and said, enough is enough. Our money, our livelihood, the love of the lore, the love of the movies, the love of everything that George Lucas put together for everybody to enjoy, and it just disappeared in a blink of an eye. What happened? Well, we decided to do what we needed to do to get everything rolling. And listen, not everybody in the fandom, or not everybody outside of the fandom was willing to hear what we had to say. We started off small, Myself personally, I was one of the first after the founders that came in the building. And the entire time of 2018, from January, Last Jedi came out in December 2017. January 2018, I came out the gate, and I came out with all guns blazing. I was taking no prisoners. I ain't give a fuck about your feelings. I let this thing be known that you are not going to disrespect my heroes and act like, we had problem with women characters when it really wasn't. You did a piss poor job of representing Star Wars. In the end, fast forward, we was proven right all along. That's a big win for us. That's a big win for the fandom at large, whether you was in the community or not. The fandom menace as a hashtag caught fire. Everybody and their mama wanted to be associated with it. It was the hot topic, It was a brand name, like Coca-Cola, like Pepsi, A brand name like Johnson & Johnson, There was t-shirts going around, People were looking at everybody's videos from Anna to Jesse Milestone to World Class, EVS, Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. Those were the big boys and girls. Anna, that Star Wars girl, the big boys and girls. They was running things. Any information you wanted, you got it from them. Everything that you needed to know and what to do to fight the powers that be that shitted all over your heroes, you went to them. But lo and behold, black man from out of Brooklyn, New York just came out from the back door, and like a pit bull, I attacked. Older heads that know me, talk to Jedi Luki, Scarif Veteran, D. Penzak, all the old heads that knew me from back in the day, they will tell you. I came out the gate tearing everybody an asshole and everything else. Kept shills on their neck, disrespected them, everything. Locked up the Twitter jail, April 2018. The internet Twitter exploded. Free Abu Nas. This is some bullshit. I was in jail, not once, but then the second time was a longer stay. I had to eat it. Solo came out. I ate it. By the time I got out of jail, full guns blazing. Because I rep the fandom menace. It was a different time. It was a different time where the movement was high. High on the fact that we was interlocked. We was together. Shutting shit down. You know? Not knowing at the time what the future would hold, but we ended up being right all along. Now, we get past that. Now we coming into 2019. Shutting that the rise of Papa Palpatine. We told you before, we was done. We're not going to deal with your bullshit again. Because the sequel trilogy was in full swing. So we was like, fuck that. We shutting it down. And that we did. They ain't really make no money. It took them a whole month to make $1 billion. Not like the Last Jedi made $1 billion in a couple of days, but they caught us sleeping. They caught us sleeping. You know? So you knew they was going to make that good money on the opening weekend, but they caught us sleeping. But after that first weekend, when everybody was saying, yo, shit was fucking trash, yo, don't play with that, yo, don't fuck with that. The word got out. And then it was a snowball effect from there. Lucasfilm pretty much had to deny everything and their mama. It did, no, we good. Everything's good. Little by little, the pieces was coming apart. And all the actors and actresses that was there, knowing deep in their heart they hated this shit, had the NDA, you know, choking in a death lock. We didn't know that at the time, but Mark Hamill tried to warn us, and we didn't catch on till it was too late. Palpatine came and went. We smashed that shit into the dirt. Then the NDA got lifted, and everybody else shitted on it. From Boyega to Anthony Daniels. Admiral Akbar screamed on him in the damn Star Wars celebration. It was a free-for-all. And all led by the fandom menace community. Ain't nobody else was doing it. We was doing it. Even J.J. Abrams in a goddamn interview said, yeah, man, the fandom menace. I do know these guys, you know, they was, you know, yeah, he's making all the type excuses. Then he finally gave that last interview before he went over to Warner Brothers. So JJ, what do you think? Well, if you don't like it, then yeah, you got a point. The fandom menace was right, you know. But if you do like it, then good for you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And he left. You ain't heard from that boy again. So our name became a household name. So much so that the internet, you know, space, everybody knew the fandom menace was an entity, a community of like-minded individuals that was banded together for one common cause. And we held that all through 2019. But now, here comes Disney's attempt to try to right the ship, no matter how many people is gonna say otherwise. This was their attempt to, for the love of God, right the ship, because they knew they fucked up. They wouldn't admit it back then. They still trying to be in denial, but shit, everybody in the industry knew this shit was trash. So Iger said, do this, please God, do something. Jon Favreau came in, here we go. You know? So now we have a streaming show that's there to give you something that can make you feel like you're watching Star Wars again. Everybody was skeptical, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. But we gave it a shot, and lo and behold, some things was good in it. You know? Some things was, oh, okay. You know, but we still skeptical, but we said, okay, well, let's see what happens. You know, you see a Mandalorian, in our head, we wanted Boba Fett, but since we didn't get him, well, all right, press on. Now we go through the motions of season 1. Season 1 came and went. Some of them was good. It was, other was like, fuck them. You know, opinions varied. Season 2 now comes in. We in the end of 2020 now. Because we don't have nothing else to watch. You know, we dedicated this community to smashing down the bullshit that they was bringing to us. You know, other people looked at us like, Phantom Menace hates everything. Yeah, we boycotting this and that. Yeah, we was serious. We're not going to be spending money on shit that you don't take us into account. You know, y'all running around happily with the pronoun kids, 18 to 24, with weird, you know, animes that they avatars and, you know, and the fluidities and kids and all that. Yeah, that was your target audience. And that shit fell right flat on your face. But they talk a lot and they talk loud. They ain't got nothing to fucking do. They at home. They fucking 18 to 25-year-olds. Half of them are still at home with their mama. They got fucking time to be on the internet and act a fool. They got time. They ain't got nothing but time. So with that being said, here we are. Now we coming into the second season. Certain things, you know, was on point. Other things, not so much. But where we look at certain things as individuals, now we come into the root of what I'm trying to address to my brothers and my sisters right here. You know, where it makes my heart sad. We are now, unfortunately, split into two camps. Just right off the cuff. I mean, we got past the first season of Mandalore, you know? And some of us, like I said, I gave it a passing grade. But I wasn't, you know, totally convinced that this was the second coming of George Lucas' Star Wars. No. You know, there was some glaring things even in season 1. But for the things that I've seen on Twitter today, I literally shook my head. Because I would expect certain behavior given to those that curse us, mock us, and act like our voices, you know, wasn't important. I would expect those that like the Disney stuff would be those in my head, because this is what I always thought, especially with us dealing with the whole shit with the sequel trilogy, that these people hate the community, hate our community, said that, you know, you're old, you're washed up, this is not for you, there has to be progressive, blase, blah. This is what I was expecting from the pronoun kids and everybody else on that side. I'm looking at this morning, and I'm like, wait a minute. How did we get to a place where one is accusing the other of being fake and doing stuff to get clicks because you were supposed to be all about, you know, shutting down the man? Because that's how the community of the fandom menace was built. We were supposed to shut that shit down. You know? But on the other side, Jon Favreau knows that he's a George Lucas loyalist. And in his heart, he want to do right by the creator. You know? But there's a lot of moving parts to it. Some that, you know, some outside of our community, you know. There's a couple of people that I know that's rolling with the Snyder Cut community, and they do Star Wars content or whatever. Some of them is on board with Disney from high to low. They on board with it. They said, don't pay no attention to y'all. Why you hating? We got the Mandalorian, you know, stuff like that. You know, I had a disagreement with a particular person behind it, but we came back with at least a healthy respect that you really like The Last Jedi. This dude really liked The Last Jedi. Gave all types of things to push this thing up. And I was looking at him like, nah, fuck that. But then at the end of the day, that's his enjoyment. You know, we agreed to disagree on every level. But I said to myself, that's his thing. Because I told him, I said, you do know I'm going to keep smashing this thing into the dirt. Give a fuck. What could he say? What could he say? Abu Nas, do your thing. Yeah. Because I have a right to say what I want to say. I have a right to verbalize the things that I like and don't like. And that goes for each and every one of you. What hurts my heart is that I saw it from people that I absolutely love, adore, and respect. And that hurt me. Because people that I love, adore, and respect was in a disagreement that sounded heated, well, at least by words. But you can only imagine debates raging back and forth, and then other people getting involved, saying certain things. And then you got the little trolls coming back up in the rear to foster the animosity. And then it's a trickle-down effect. All the while, my heart was hurting. And I said to myself, damn, we labored for this for 3 years. Cohesive, even though we knew we wasn't an echo chamber. I knew that, there had to be some things, but not to the level where it seemed like we had each other's throats behind us. But I realized that, 3 years ago was a different time. It was on many levels. We didn't have the Mandalorian back then. Shit, we was already high on the fact that you did this to me, I'm coming for your fucking head. But I saw this, and knowing that certain people are near and dear to me, to my heart, for those that, didn't like, to those that do like. And I'm here to say that I wouldn't have said maybe 2 years ago that it's okay. I made fun of the Mandalorian last episode when I was in the laundry the other night, Sunday, Sunday morning. I was at the laundry. I'm making fun of it because I knew what was wrong with that episode, but I'm tongue-in-cheek in it because it is what it is. Many people have told me, Abu Nas, we're never going to get the EU and everything back the way George Lucas has won. I have to agree with that. I have to agree with that because I have in my head certain things about Dave Filoni where he don't ever want to bring that shit back. He got his own plan in order. So whatever he could take and pick and do, but we got those in our community that's sharp to pick it up. And we need those people in our circle. But at the same time, when I see people enjoy certain episodes of The Mandalorian, how am I now with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that I had that I did not have 2 years ago because I was a pit bull ready to attack? Now, I see it. Even with the shills for The Mandalorian, I see it. They see something that really knocks their socks off. I see it. Because now I can't be a hypocrite and look at the episodes. Like the first episode was on point. Once I saw my man Cobb Vanth, but I wasn't even thinking about his whack ass name that sucker for love, Chuck Wendig. Come up and block that bitch! I'm not thinking about his creation. I'm thinking about the man playing the role. That's my dude, Timothy Oliphant, from Justified, from Deadwood. That boy was crazy. So when I saw him, my heart leapt. Now I'm like, oh yeah. Not even about Mando. I watched him act with Mando. Mando was like, that was a sidekick. He took over the episode. And I loved every minute of it. Except knowing that the crate dragon is not a fucking worm, it's a dragon. So all the little nitpick, not so much nitpicking, but yeah, you see certain things as a George Lucas loyalist who loves the EU, who reads the books and gets the knowledge and understanding that this was the cohesive narrative that George Lucas told Kathleen Kennedy at the beginning. And you know what this bitch said? We're going to honor all the characters that George Lucas set out. Damn, what that bitch could lie her ass off. Lie her ass off. Then 3 years later, here she come. We didn't have no source, but the fuck up. Stupidity, ignorance, chicanery, buffoonery, and everything else that goes along with it. But that's no surprise. That's no surprise to anyone. But here we are with The Mandalorian. And now to get to my point. This last episode, I mean, the episode with Ahsoka really set it off. You know? I have my feelings. I have my views on it. I didn't like Ahsoka being in that episode because it goes against everything that it stands for in terms of George Lucas' story. OT don't mention her, but yet I love Rosario Dawson. So, am I a hypocrite? You know, one about, community members put out a tweet saying, if you complained about Kathy and, KK and everybody else from Ryan Johnson down, saying that this, the blah, 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 but other people was doing it too. But his was the first that I peeped. Then you ain't no real, you ain't really down, other people calling us hypocrites, how we switched it up on the dime and all of that. Now, me personally, I should take offense to that. Because, yeah, I was here way before you even thought about getting down with the get down. I bled for this community. I was in Twitter jail, not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, 6 separate goddamn times. Fucking had to go through all types of hell to make videos to make sure that I'm staying in the know. I'm here in the fight. I did mean it when I said fuck them, fuck the thing, and fuck everything else that goes with these Disney fake Lucasfilm bastards. I meant it. But you can't be the same person that you was 3 years ago. You gotta grow and you gotta evolve. And get knowledge, and then get a little bit of wisdom and understanding. That everything is that, like I said, with these shills, I should have peeped it then. But I was tunnel vision. Now, when I see members of my own community embrace certain positive things that they see in The Mandalorian, I get it. I get it. Because guess what? I saw it. So, y'all gonna try to disrespect me on the low? Well, fuck are you? I like it, but I keep it 100. I ain't no fake. What you want me to do? Hate the shit knowing that I'm low-key digging it? Okay. The shit, somebody could do something right to give us something that we like. And I know that's all that from Favreau. But he got other people dipping and dabbing in the pot. Some of it was corny. Some of the writers of the show was corny. And I'm including season 1 all the way up to this. So it's a hit and miss. Mandalorian is the perfect example of a hit and miss. But there are certain things that people have embraced. And I cannot begrudge them of something that at one point they wanted to give the fuck up. Ain't nothing left. Nobody's buying the toys. Nobody's buying other merch. Nothing. And here comes Mandalorian giving us something that at the very least can feel something that we remember. Secret Trilogy gave us nothing. So how am I to begrudge that? Shit, I actually found certain things that I like. So now, am I a hypocrite? No, I've evolved. But you can't put a tweet out and say everybody that's not, that was on the thing with Ryan Johnson and hated Disney and this, that, whatever, and you made your videos behind that, now all of a sudden y'all switch it up and y'all like it. Y'all a bunch of hypocrites. You ain't no real fans. See, now I gotta stop because that was something I said 3 years back. But we just had the sequel trilogy. At the very least, when I was on that level, I turned out to be right, knowing that their fuckery and their bullshit with the sequel trilogy came back to haunt them by the very people they was working with on these movies. And I call people a hypocrite because you couldn't see the writing on the wall that they was really messing things up. But ironically, they still love the direction. But like I said, different age brackets. So I now, after 3 years, I get it. Their age bracket wasn't even born when we had all that good shit from George Lucas. So naturally, they're not going to gravitate towards the maker. He's just some old dude that created the company and sold it. For us, for 35 and up, this man was Moses. He brought the 10 Commandments down here. And we all embraced it. Regardless of the diversity issue, his story was timeless, universal, and it was embraced by men and women all over the world. 40 years, not a problem, not an issue, nothing. Soon as the sale goes in, then all the problems started. Fast forward now to The Mandalorian. I see people in our community liking the things that normally, if it was probably the sequel trilogy, they would have their doubts. But Disney was already exposed through the sequel trilogy, so now that we have Mandalorian to help us on the way, help us. And I couldn't believe my eyes when I started liking certain episodes. Evolution, growth. So what I saw today was that if somebody said they digging it, even though they may not know the context of probably more of the lore or the intricacies of the lore behind it, but they still gave it a flavor of their enjoyment. Shit, I even enjoyed, Boba Fett going all, Arnold Schwarzenegger commando on some dudes, punching them in the head, backing them. But I knew that that's not really Boba Fett. That's not his style. I knew that. The man was cerebral, careful. It's like his daddy, Jango Fett. Just don't, go at it, just with dudes just on the cuff. Like I said, there's many books that show you the exploits of Boba Fett and how he does his job. But this was something, like I said, right out of the Marvel movies. A lot of us do like Marvel. So, yeah. But I didn't begrudge it because I enjoyed seeing it. I enjoyed seeing Boba Fett and his dad bod. I was making fun, but that wasn't to say that I didn't like just seeing him just because. Other people felt that way too. Felt that way about the entire episode. They like Baby Yoda. They like Gina Carano, Cara Dune. They like my boy Carl Weathers, as the dude in charge. Shit, we got some Moff Gideon, stands running around with the Darksaber. I say he's a Darth Vader fake cosplayer, but I like the actor. Certain things that we all gravitated towards that we liked got met with resistance. Resistance in a way in which we're trying to, certain people in our fandom is bringing context to certain things that Disney fucked up on, And I'm speaking to myself as an EU loyalist that loves the lore, and is pro Lucas. I'm not pro Disney with how you handle the characters. I'm pro George Lucas, always. There are like-minded individuals like me, that's in our community. When we watch something, we do watch it with a critical eye first before we get the enjoyment. Even when we enjoy something, we still looking at it with a critical eye. Now, the Disney loyalists that's all over the internet, they'll say that, well, the sequel trilogy was great and Mando was even better. And they'll rag on you for killing they high and not, you can't love, you hate everything. Is it something that you can love? Damn, you can't love it a little bit? Yeah, we can. If it's done correctly in the form, but in the back of our head, we knew that they're not going to go the George Lucas way. Filoni already proved that. So I see the writing on the wall. Do I just stop watching it? No, I'm a YouTuber. Just like many of you guys in the chat. Many of you guys are YouTubers. Y'all gotta review it. You got your geek sense on. You're fans of the Star Wars saga. So you want to make sure you represent the saga right as a fan. And that's at the end of the day. We're all fans. But what happened today cast a great cloud amongst us all. Because we looking at people that we have respect and admiration for. And when we come to disagree on something, something just switches. And other people that doesn't have the community's best frame of mind, they adding on to it because they want to sow the discourse against each other. And I said, this is not the fandom menace hashtag, or this is not the community, I help to usher in. This is not it. Because I'm not choosing sides over people that I love, adore, and respect. I'm hurt. Other people in the community stepped in, to try to bring some sense. That why can't you understand that there's everything wrong with this thing? And why can't you understand? I get it, but I'm enjoying myself. I'm going with the flow. And the disconnect behind that is what really is making a wedge in our home, in our community. Whether you got the the fandom thing or not. And we got to come, as corny as it sounds, we got to come together to know that. And I'm speaking for myself first. If I look at you, and I know I love you to death, I see that we see the same episode. I'm pointing out X, Y, and Z, 7, 8, and 9 things wrong with the shit. You will only see 1 or 2 things, but you're caught up in how much fun you're having just watching it. As somebody that I love, that is watching the same thing with me, but okay, I'll point it out to you, But I'll point it out to you as best as I can. But you should not take offense to it. I'm just showing you this is what it is. And you make up your mind on what to do with the information. That's how it should have went down. And on the other side, yeah, I understand, that I love it, but I don't want to discount your knowledge, your wisdom of the law. I don't want to discount that because you're not saying it just to act like you high and mighty and you you lord over me because you got more book knowledge than me. You're just trying to tell me as somebody that reads the books and everything else, this is what they took, this is what they used, and just to let you know, their intentions is not honest, but this is where it's at. I'm glad you're enjoying it, but I just want you to know this is right there. That should have been the end of it. Enjoy your show. And then on the other side, the person enjoying the show might say to themselves, they did give me this information about the EU. Let me check it out. And who knows? We might have won somebody to do more research. You know? Maybe they might have done the research anyway, but by how certain people came at certain people, and then the little bottom feeders with blanket accounts claiming they being in the community is fanning the flames. And some words do get misconstrued in the heat of the debate. And that's another problem. All of this combined just basically put a big cloud over our community. And these fucking bottom feeders all the way in the back that absolutely love everything that Disney does, looking at it like, you see that fandom, quote unquote fandom menace group? Pfft, them fuckers are self-exploding, you know? And then they want to use the people that, that like certain things, like myself. Yeah, well, Mandalorian ain't all that bad. They just hating, they hate. They just want to have something to get clicks on their video, and this. Not even halfway the truth. I'm a YouTuber. I do hate a lot of things about this Mandalorian season. I'm on the Dark Council saying everything that I need to say behind that. And guess what? I'm going to wait to the end of the season to give my final accurate assessment, whether it's a yay or nay. I gave the Boba Fett episode a B. It was enjoyable. A lot of things was wrong in it, but hey, it was an enjoyable ride. It was short. I know the inside scoop on what was going behind the scenes, so I'm not giving it the pristine thing, but a lot of people may not. They just see what's on the surface, and it moves them because they're looking for something at the very least that moves them. I get it now. I get it. I can't say for the people that like Disney, that love the ST. No. I get it for my brothers and sisters that's starving for something good. Something. Because Star Wars is a hard thing to let go. I remember the good old days when we was like, fuck everything, fuck everybody, fuck the ST. We done with this shit. I'm going into porn. I'm going to do motocross. I'm sitting up here go hang gliding. I'm going to sell some weed. I'm doing whatever. We had everything, all types of plans to do without Star Wars. But Star Wars is not a thing you can give up because it's embedded in here. You grew up with this, man. From the movies to the books before the Disney sale. For us that was born at the right time. You're not 18, you're not 17, You're not, 20, still living in mom's house. Y'all wasn't even born when all the good shit was here. So you can't really relate to us. But we was. 1977 on up. We was. And look what happened. We made this into a global powerhouse that Disney had to buy for $4 billion because our money made George Lucas rich. But at the same time, he he was sincere and he gave back. He gave back to the fans. Do your fan films, do your fan fiction stories. You know what I'm saying? Get into contests. There's no thing about suing. There was no thing about, oh my God, we're going to shut your thing down. And he encouraged people to love his work. And then the authors kept pouring in. They wanted big time authors. Timothy Zahn, Terry Brooks, you know what I'm saying? Karen Travis, Troy Denning, Dave Wolverton, the authors coming out left and right. The one of Kevin Anderson just jumping in his sandbox. And they reveled in it. As long as they followed certain rules, George Lucas was like, do your thing. Shit, Coruscant came from a novel. George Lucas put it in the Phantom Menace. You see what I'm saying? So, us that's been here, that knows the Lord, that live and breathe this thing, we come into the Mandalorian as teachers. As teachers who's watching corporates and corporations and former Lucasfilm employees that serve new masters that have new ideologies. Now I'm looking at you, Pablo. I'm looking at you, Filoni. Looking at you, all these other kids. Looking at you. You know? We're coming in as teachers. Giving you little bits and pieces of the old shit, the good shit that we lived on before the Disney sale. You're welcome. You know? But people in our community know that. But where we kind of like crossed the line is that we started begrudging our fellow, friends, comrades, YouTube peers. Some of us up here berating them for even liking it. Because we trying to show them where they went wrong. Some of us are saying, okay, well, I understand, but I still like it. Yeah. Evolution. Okay, I get it. As long as your heart feels good behind it, enjoy yourself. I just want to let you know that this is here. So many ways to get your point across, without, being too aggressive, where somebody may not be, equipped to handle that. And it's natural. Not everybody, is a go person. But at the same time, on the other side, people that like it, don't be so quick to just dismiss. When we're trying to drop some good EU knowledge on you to let you know Lucas did it first and Lucas did it better. If we had that, everything would have been all right, but we don't have it, so they're going with the flow. Here, there you go. Just like that, and just leave it alone. And everybody can swim in the Mandalorian season. Some of us is doing the front stroke, others is doing the back. What happened to us? How did we get from the penthouse all the way back into the battlefield? Against each other, against people that I look at in their tweets and I like this person and I'm like, why are you saying that about me? Or what, come on. That's a blanket statement. Then when it comes to the night, well, you don't know me like that. If I say I like something, I like it. I didn't respond to that person that made that tweet. There was other people doing that shit. And I said, I could have went at him and straight disrespected him. But I said no. Because in your ignorance, you're not looking at it from how I'm looking at it. I finally found some enjoyment in The Mandalorian. Sue me. But I got the EU knowledge, so I already know where it came from. So I temper my excitement behind it. So it does go both ways. We just have to know how to approach each other. How to know that you're still my friend. You're still my brother. You're still my sister. Behind that. So if I can't agree with you, okay, go ahead. Have fun. I love you. I love you, fam. I love you too, my brother. I love your life. I love how you do things. You like it, enjoy it, man. But I'm going to still scream on these like, come right here, Abu Nas. That's fine, man. That's fine. I just like a little something, It should have been it. But now, before I get to my announcement, because I'm saying to myself, I pray to God, all of us can at the very least look at each other going forward. Because I'm trying to bring wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to know that we're family, more or less. Dysfunctional, but we still that. We be on live streams together. We hang out in the chat, support each other with the super chats and everything. And we enjoy seeing your face and your heart feel good about what you do in this atmosphere, in this community. But it's not the same community where it started 3 years ago. And I'm going to come to that point in a second because I know I must have missed a bunch of super chats. And, oh, wow, Stephen Walton has just became a Secret Service member. Author Stephen Walton, thank you, good sir. I'm humbled and I'm grateful that you joined the elite squad, you know, and got some things that, well, I'm actually going to put one, a special members only thing together in a couple of days. But I got something that I had there. So go check it. Go check a few of them out, author Stephen Walton, before I take it down and show it to all the members because it's been up there for a while. But Fat Steven Seagal beat up Ryan Johnson. $2 super chat. I'm fat and mighty at the buffet. Enema Menace. Yes, sir. At the very least, I get what you're saying. Don't eat too much. Loki's Morning of Mischief. I didn't even know my brother was here, but then I was in a zone right there. So I apologize to everybody else that came in that I didn't get to, but I will definitely be shouting people out. Fandom Menace Day 1. You like Last Jedi? Great. I'm happy for you. We don't. We're going to say why. Why is that a problem? Fact. Yeah. I mean, but at that time, I couldn't hear nobody else liking The Last Jedi, but that was all because of Luke. You see your childhood hero sucking on that soy, and even he said this was not going to go well with the fans. And like I said, the people that love it, you know, was, you know, the pronoun kids and the 18 to 25-year-olds and the Disney kids. They just didn't know Luke Skywalker like we did, you know, and that's why we rebelled the way we rebelled. But you know, I digress. Fat Steven Seagal beat up Ryan Johnson. $2 super chat. Grogu is tearing our family apart. Blame Grogu. You know, many people love Baby Yoda, a.k.a. your boy Grogu, so you know how that goes. Oh, my goodness. OG Star Wars with the $9.99 super chat. Thank you, sweetheart. Fun fact, George wanted Boba Fett to survive the Sarlacc. He knew fans love it. Almost added his survival to the special edition. Instead, we got him in the novels. Wow. Now, you know what? That's what's up. Even the maker could see, because at the time, he thought Boba was a throwaway character. He didn't know how popular Boba Fett got. He became an instant legend. And then when he realized the mistake, but that's the maker. He has the ability and the right to change whatever he wants in his stories and his characters. That's like me saying, damn, I killed off a knight who was a badass warrior and a mage, but I didn't think he was important because I was rolling with the main character. Now people are coming up to me saying, yo, Abu, that dude was that dude. What happened, man? He was kicking ass, taking names. He was banging chicks. I like that shit. Oh, wow. I didn't know, man. Does others like it? Did you get a whole bunch of mail? It's like, yo, Abu, bring it back. Like, oh, all right. Oh, fuck it. I'm going to bring him back. Give the people what they want. Give the people what they want. They really want them like that. You can make ways to bring back people from the dead. Shit. Everybody does shit. Star Trek is good for that. You killed Spock. People be like, no, bring Spock. All right. Next movie, The Search for Spock. There we go. And everybody made money. Everybody got what they wanted. Everybody. You know? OG Star Wars, once again, you killing me. $4.99 super chat from OG Star Wars, the Legends Gal. Boba got expanded on because of us longtime hardcore fans. Yes, and rightfully so. You know, we will happily throw money to Lucasfilm for giving us something that we enjoy. And I love it. I love it to death. If I missed any other super chat, because I'm going down now, and I will definitely get to, because I know I've been going on for a minute. Fatal J with the $5 super chat. Dark Council forever. Yeah, you see I'm rocking the shirt because I'm keeping that in mind, you know. But I'm actually coming to the heart of the matter. And like I said, I'm not going to be but too much longer because I know y'all got things to do. And Toxic Femininity is coming on tonight on Midnight's Edge. And you definitely got to support our gals. Lorena Creole, Mary Mayhem, OG Star Wars, and another guest, probably Nina, probably this one. So yeah, definitely get on that. Trencher 1375 with the $50 super chat. My brother, people who like The Last Jedi tend to not like Star Wars movies. They like the deconstruction. It tickles their desire to feel like the smartest guy in the room. You know what? That's a very good point. That was one of the reasons why we went to hell and back with these kids, because they like the fact that why does it have to be streamlined? Because it's a fable. George Lucas created a modern mythology. It's not supposed to be that complicated. You understand? Rian Johnson just went against the grain and tried to make it all an art house thing. And Mark Hamill said, my dude, you don't do that in a franchise that big. But he did it anyway, and look what happened. He's fucked. All he gonna do is indie films for the rest of his life. Ain't nobody gonna give him no big time tentpole like that ever again. You lost money, merch, fans, you know. Even the people that acted in this movie is shitting on him. So you tell me. You tell me. But if you like art house stuff, there's an audience for that. But this was not it. But as I'm coming to the end, I'm imploring each and every one of y'all in the chat and anybody that might check out this video on the playback. I'm not begrudging nobody to have their own opinion, to have their own, ideology when it comes to Star Wars and how much we love it. I'm not begrudging nobody. And then on the other side, at this point in my evolution, in my thinking, I'm not begrudging anybody that likes not DST, because I'm still kind of begrudging on that because it was done out of malicious intent, from Iger to on up, So I'm not even counting the sequel trilogy. I'm just counting what's here at Disney Plus, that what they're doing right now with The Mandalorian. Can I say that they could fuck up the Obi-Wan series? Yes, I can. But we haven't seen it yet, so I can't pass judgment. I want to pass judgment just based off of the stuff that I've seen in articles and stuff so far. But critical mind, don't get too ahead, Abu. See where it takes us. Because that's why I'm treating The Mandalorian. The Ahsoka thing really had me heated. The Boba Fett thing really had me giggling. Two different emotional states. But guess what? I'm still critical. I'm going to point out X, Y, and Z in the EU. I'm going to take OG Star Wars, tweets and let you see how she breaks it down. I'm going to point out the Lord Callus's videos on lore. Ryan Kennel, Lethal Lightning. Here you go. There we go. Look, watch these gentlemen. Let them break down the lore. They know their stuff. But take it how you will. I just want you to see it. And if you still want to enjoy it behind it, okay, that's fine. But at some point, maybe you will come back to the lore. And that's all we can hope for. And I want us as a community to know that this is not that serious for us to really get into heated discussions, as we like to call it. But everybody between two people then turns into four people, then turns into six. Then it's a whole fucking reach around. People saying this, people saying that, people retweeting this, retweeting that, and all the while, people's hearts start sinking. Like, damn, I know this person. Why is this person? Damn. Well, I don't know you like that, so why are you jumping in the ring? Some got more harsher words than others. And for those that got the more harsher words, watch how you talk to people. Even in a tweet, watch how y'all talk to people. I think some of y'all are not really, for the community of like-minded individuals that for the most part we was together with. So I know you sowing the seeds of discord because it's funny to you. I know that you'll go to other YouTube channels or YouTube channels that like the Disney shit, and then you say, see, Phantom Menace, look, they at each other's throats. I love it, yeah? Keep fanning that shit. Keep fanning that shit. Fuck them. Let them implode. Yeah, they want to see your downfall. They want to see your downfall. Whether you rep the community or not, they want to see you. As long as you had a critical eye to the sequel trilogy And trust me, they got a long list of all of us. You think they don't? You think they don't? From me, to Jeremy, to EVS, the drunk, lethal, who else? Others in the community, Ords board, even smaller channels, like like Comic Chat, other channels that would be critical of it, but using a mindset to say, we're telling the truth, but it is of my opinion, and that's all it is. Everybody has an opinion. And everybody's opinion is valid because we're looking at it from two different spectrums. But we're still coming at it in a place of love. I'm recognizing that now. And I'm urging all of you in the chat, watching this, to at the very least, look at it like that. You want to go hardcore on somebody? All right, but do it out of a place of love. Shit, I could go hardcore and be like, here, check this out. Now, I know you like it and everything, but this is why I don't like it. I ain't fucking with it. But if you fucking with it, that's cool, man. But give it a look, see what you say. And you'll be surprised. Some people might flip the script. Yeah, man, I can't believe these motherfuckers did all. Exactly. Then on the other side, all right, well, come and, check it out the way that I'm seeing it. I just found it, hilarious and this, that, whatever. And then you can watch it in the eye that they're, in the lens that they're seeing and be like, oh, okay. I didn't think of it like that. I want to see people that I love, people that I respect, people that I admire to have, because some people say, well, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't be, it either has to be this way or that way. Not anymore. Not anymore. You want to know why? Because we're not going to get the sequel trilogy that we demanded to see. Unless something of a miracle from God comes down and they just may change their tune and say, you know what, let's do this shit over. We fucked up. But knowing the mentality of corporations, it's unlikely to happen, but I'm holding out to the hope. But in the meantime, okay, since I know I ain't going to get it back, I'm not going to, waste my time going back and forth trying to convince you that you have to see things my way. I hope you do, but if you don't, I can't. I don't have that energy like that anymore. Like I used to have back in 3 years ago, where I was a pit bull. But now, I'm a little bit wiser. I sat up on the mountain. I said, all right. Because I love my friends. I love the people that I connected with. So if you like it, I'm not going to begrudge you. I just wish you would have saw things my way, but I'm not going to begrudge you no more. I'm not going to just, try to call you out, try to embarrass you, try to do this. I'm not going to do anything. I urge anybody that has EU knowledge, to use your knowledge wisely. Give them a look. But if they don't want to taste, that's fine. If they want to taste, and let them go for it. But you're wise enough to know where the EU, is better than anything that they can come up with. Why? Because Disney has no fucking problem dipping in the EU to take shit that they want to use. So they know that the EU is popping. They know that the EU is fresh. Fresh. For 2012, you suckers. Yeah. They knew. They don't talk about it, but they knew. That's how you got Grand Admiral Thrawn. That's how come you got this one. That's how you got the world beyond worlds, fucking time travel, and then you got Ahsoka back. Who knows what the High Republic gonna do with Outlaw, But they dipping in it and changing shit. Do I believe that they probably waiting for George Lucas to pass away before they start fucking with the OT? I have a bad feeling that's gonna happen. And then again, all of the issues that we having might be moot, because then we'll just form together like Voltron, form together like Devastator. Because once they try to touch the OT, that's heresy. Unless you're with it And it's like, I don't have that fight in me anymore. And then if that's the case, then the war is truly done. And for those that have the OT as the OT, then we just live with it. And let Disney take its course to do whatever. But don't attack each other. You know, certain people that you don't know that will attack you, yeah, they doing it out of arrogance. They doing it out of fear. Especially when our ladies, our queens that has great EU knowledge, Mara Jade, my vice president, OG Star Wars, the Legends gal, others in the fandom that have great EU knowledge to drop the science on, even if you don't have the great EU knowledge, most, if not all of our ladies in the fandom know a thing or two about the EU and how George Lucas wanted this thing to go. You got some guys that's on their bullshit because they can't handle when a woman really knows their shit. I'm turned on by it. Myself personally, I want to eat all these ladies like a cookie. And I'm dead ass on that. I love that shit. You want that shit? Women are mothers of the civilization. They are first teachers anyway. So what's the fucking problem? I love my women. I don't put up with their bullshit either, but I love them. I'll do anything to make them happy. But yeah, I'm a toxic male to my name. You goddamn right. Nobody ain't running shit here. I'm running shit here. You my baby and you my lieutenant. If I'm not here, you run the show. Only thing you know from me when I come in, I'm going to say two things. What's going on? Everything's all right? You say what I need you to say? I'm good. I'm out. I'm old school with it. No, I'm not an introvert. I'm not geek certified like that. I am who I am. But my time is finite. And I realize now with my announcement, I had really gone through a somewhat of a spiritual awakening. And this don't have nothing to do with nobody. The 54 people here with me, you're going to hear it from my lips. I went through a spiritual journey. I'm not the same person that I was 3 years ago. I do got a lot of bite, but I'm tempering that with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and personal growth. I'm not the pit bull that I used to be, but like I said, I still got bite, especially when it comes to loving and protecting our ladies, against assholes on the internet, holding my brothers down, that if I love and respect you, I rides for you, The Dark Council knows, that's the crew I rock with. But for me, in terms of the fandom menace, hashtag, I kind of, and this is my announcement, I'm kind of past the stage of having a hashtag associated with me, and I'm keeping it real. My evolution is that I've been in the fight. It's not over. I just noticed something from my beloved OG Star Wars. $4.99 super chat. The fight is never over if only one is still standing to fight. You absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And I'm not going to stop fighting. I just know that for me personally, I really enjoyed being somebody that you could trust to have your best interests in mind when it comes to Star Wars, when it comes to the characters, when it comes to the maker George Lucas. I spent almost 3 years doing this day in and day out, week in and week out. Go to live streams, make own live streams, do videos, be in debates, going to Twitter wars. I've done it all. And at this point, I don't really have anything else to prove on where my loyalties lie when it comes to what I love and what I will defend for Star Wars. The actual company that George Lucas built before the Disney sale. That's where my loyalties lie. Any right-minded individual that hear my voice and that agrees with me, you're my brother in the struggle. I don't really need the hashtag to say that. Not anymore. So as for me, I'm moving past the fandom menace. That's my announcement. I'm moving past that. I took the fandom menace logo off of my thing because for me, myself personally, I'm crossing another threshold now. I don't know how long I got with this YouTube thing, and I'm letting, my feelings to guide me in the right way naturally. I'm not forcing anything. I'm taking things day by day. I love what I'm doing right now, but as you do notice me, I don't, tweet 1,000 things a minute like I used to. I'm more measured with everything that I do now. That's not a dig on nobody or anything else. That's just how I'm rolling. So, am I stepping away from the community? Well, as far as the hashtag is concerned, I'm not going to push the hashtag that I feel has ran its course. What happened today, kind of solidified it. But then again, it's not all doom and gloom. If you want to associate with the hashtag, like I said, the hashtag still means something to me. I've just, on my personal growth, I'm looking towards other stuff that's going to affect my personal growth with this thing even further. The fandom menace was a great hashtag. Now I could put that down because I labored for it. I did what I had to do. It meant something in a way in which, at that time, it was a rallying cry to fans that has been disenfranchised, looked upon in negative ways that wasn't even true, and we fought together like hell to bring our voices and let them be heard. Unfortunately, it wasn't heard in the way that the Snyder Cut community was heard, but at the very least, they did hear us to a certain extent, hence The Mandalorian. And everything else that they trying to throw in there, Obi-Wan, this one, they're trying to see what can stick to win our hearts and our minds back. They may do it or they may not. But for myself, I can proudly say that, and I'm proud to be a part of the quote-unquote fandom menace community. But now, my time here is done. I'm taking, my journey somewhere else. It's almost like you fought in the war, like Black Hawk Down. You go through all the bullshit, and you got your men still out there, and then you go back out there, and you rescue them and bring them back. And it's like one guy is saying, well, the war's not over. We got to continue. Yeah, but our journey is taking us to different paths. And that's where I'm at now in my personal development. I'm going on a different path in terms of how I interact with my brothers, interact with my sisters as far as the Star Wars fandom is concerned. I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to give you my unbiased opinion, but it's just my opinion. You don't have to roll with it. You don't have to, just don't berate me because I have an opinion about it. And that's how I'm looking at it from people of our family, our brothers and sisters that actually like, The Mandalorian as it is. They don't, they're not taking it too far left or they're not taking it too far right. They're just enjoying the flow. And you know what? I can't begrudge you for that. And we shouldn't. But at the same token, for our brothers and sisters that like The Mandalorian, don't look at us, with an eye that, you're thinking that we're arrogant or you're thinking that, why you, bombarding me with all of this and that. No, I just want you to understand that I didn't like it per se because I think they took this one and rip off this thing in the EU and stuff. And I just wanted to show you that, for like 30 years, this was, the absolute thing. Yeah, but it's Disney now. They changed it. I said, okay, it's true, but I don't accept that. But at least I got this, and I just wanted to show you. You look at it, compare and contrast. You look at it. Which one you think is better? Because you see something on the physical screen, you see your eyes is trained to this. But you do have certain doubts. And certain characters should not be changed in any way, shape, or form. Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Princess Leia, Lando Calrissian, those are the gold standard characters of Star Wars. Everything else was either EU or something that was put in. So I get it. But that was my announcement. It's nothing on a personal level that I don't want to be associated with community, because most of the people that's in this chat is my brothers and sisters. So I'm not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going nowhere. Well, not yet. I'm not going nowhere right now. Right now, I'm still here. Right now, I'm going to still be in the fight. I'm going to fight for George Lucas's legacy. I'm going to continue doing that. I'm just doing it not as a crazed ass pit bull when I came in here in 2018. Now I'm coming into 2021 as the wise, hopefully wise old sage. That's taking things a little bit measured. And hopefully you all can join me in that journey too. As best as you can, and God knows best. So, yeah, I just want to say hi because I'm, God Almighty, just so, I missed a couple of things. Soul Assassin, Renee Patrick, Loki's Mischief, Eris of Chaos. Thank you so much for being here. Santa Megatron, David Quintana, Alex Kogan, all journeymen. Oh my God, Willie Woodward, $2 super chat. El Presidente, you're a man full of heart. Respect. Thank you, brother. I'm only human and I'm not perfect. I got some shit on me, but I'm working on it. Every day above ground, you got a chance to work on your shit. Whether it's for you, whether it's for family, for kids, you know what I'm saying? So, author Stephen Walt, EU law is superior to Disney drivel. Absolutely. But like I said, I'm not here to force nothing down on anybody. Not anymore. You like it? Okay, I could see how much how well you gravitated towards it. Because guess what, Stephen Walton? I liked, that episode with Boba Fett. I liked it to an extent, but I still liked it though. So would you going to try to disrespect me behind that? Nah, man, you ain't going to do that. Because then that's when I'm going to come down on people. And I'm going to put you on blast. Don't tell me what not to think and this, that, whatever. I get it. I'm not telling all the Disney heads, the 18 to 25-year-olds, what they like. Like I said, they're going to live and die in that hill. And that's fine. You like it? That's fine. You liking it under the false pretenses that they giving you something that you want. And they're catering to your crowd. There is a difference. For our people, our family, if you like it, God bless you. God bless you. At least you're getting something out of it. And that I can never begrudge. At least you're getting something out of it. And I'm happy for you. I'm getting a little something out of it too. But I know deep inside, I know the buffoonery and I know the fuckery that's still there. So I'm getting ready. So yeah, they're still fighting me, brother. The sisters, they're still fighting me. So don't get it twisted that I'm just going off into the hills and you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna, do Grogu, be at the Seeing Stone just like this. Nah, I still got my fight. I'm just measured with it now. I don't need the fandom menace hashtag anymore. I don't. But that's my personal growth. Because I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. But while I am here, I'm going to fight for you. I'm going to fight for the people that do like it from our community. I'm like, hey, man, enjoy yourself. It's Disney. You just take it for what it is. David Hervey with the $10 super chat. Ruin Johnson had Mark Hamill in tears. Hamill knew this wasn't right, and now things might not be the same again. I like to not love the Mandalorian. I like not love the Mandalorian. Yeah, that's me. That's me. That's me in a nutshell. But it can't fix what we know is yet to come. That is true. Some people are holding out the hope that it can be, but we will see. We will see. Because it ain't going to be too hard to connect the dots. Thank you so much, David Hervey, for the $10 super chat. Always supporting your brother right here because you've been with me for a while. Let's see. Because I know I might have missed. My beautiful Heiress of Chaos, $5 super chat. This is why you're the heart of the fandom menace, hun. Keep spitting fire and tell everyone how it is. I am trying, Heiress. My beautiful queen. I am trying. You know, I don't consider myself the heart of the fandom menace. I mean, I don't consider myself really nobody important other than in my own mind. But I'm just only giving you the history that I've been here since the beginning. And I went balls to the wall for everyone in the community that felt slighted behind The Last Jedi all the way up until now. You know, the only thing I feel like I did good is that I inspired, you know, other great YouTubers to pick up the mantle and do their thing. Sif Kryptonian, you know, Drunk 3PO, when I met him, he was just about, you know, starting his YouTube career, just before he started. And he saw me, and I told him when I first met him, you know, I said, you are going to do great things. He'll tell you. He know. I told it to him. The day that we met, we hit it off like that, me and Drunk. And I said to myself, I have a feeling you are going to do great things. Glad, look at me. I'm like Nostradamus. You know? You want your future foretold, come to Abu Nas. Now look at him. He doing great things. You know? Being good to the community and let us, you know, show that love back. But me, myself, I don't need the hashtag anymore to show the love that I've been trying to do, you know, that I've been trying to, you know, bring, you know, to the fandom. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing like I'm doing right now. I'm just not pushing the hashtag anymore because it was for a different time where it meant that we was all on a journey to come together and bridge the gap between those that willfully want, you know, the Disney brand and shit all over the EU, as opposed to, you know, wanting the EU to be respected and revered and not bastardized. But if you're going to use it, then at least use it and respect the law that came with it. And if you can't do that, then we're here to remind you. You know, Becky Bro One, how's everything going? You know, just Trenchard, oh my goodness. Here we go. I just want to make sure. I am messing up. Messing up. Did I say it? Willie Woodward, $2 super chat. Love and respect. Also, bro hug. No creeper though. Nah, ain't nothing funny. Like I said, if I love my brothers, I'm hugging my brothers. I'm securing my masculinity to know. I ain't stressing that. You know. And El Divino Vega, $4.99 super chat. You're a real one, Abu. An inspiration, truly admirable in many ways, brother. Mad love and respect. Your growth speaks volumes, Abu. But I had to grow. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat, Vega. Like I said, I'm gonna try to finish up my thing for you in the next 2 days. But this thing right here really got me twisted, and I love the people. You know, most of the people that was in these discussions and these heated debates, and I had to tell them, you know, I love you. I'm not choosing sides, but we got to come to an understanding. You know, nobody's wrong. You know, we labored hard. I'm telling the people that's starting to like it in our community, in our family, You got a right to like it because you deserve something good. You deserve something to warm your heart after the bullshit we had to deal with for 3 years. So yeah, my love, OG Star Wars $2.99 Super Chat. Compare and contrast. Absolutely. Absolutely. Do that. And it's done out of love. No malice. Trencher $13.75 $20 Super Chat. What happened today? Oh man, you missed it, brother. Well, catch the playback. we about to get up on out of here because, like I said, I know Toxic Femininity is gonna be here soon. So let me just shout out to everybody. Oh my goodness, OG Star Wars. You know what? This is where you can say I'll be a hypocrite, but I won't take it personal. But this did happen. This did happen. Abu's daughter liked the ST. She didn't like The Last Jedi per se. My oldest daughter, she didn't like The Last Jedi per se, but she was okay with Rise of Palpatine. I know, go figure. You know what she really hated? She hated the Snyder Cut. Oh, that's when I wanted to disown her. But that, that's another story for another time. But Soul Assassin, Becky Browan, The Means of Destruction, Stevens, Cicero, Ronin Blade. Oh my goodness, what's going on, brother? Did you watch the retro blasting video on the Hasbro? No, I didn't. If anything, if you on Twitter, send me a link. Maybe I'll check it out. Right now, I just wanted to show love to each and every one of you guys. Thank you for coming out. And like I said, this is my own personal journey. These are my thoughts. These are my feelings. I love this community. I love the people in it. You understand what I'm saying? If I say anything to belittle or berate or disrespect, please accept my humble apology, because that was not done out of malice or anything else to that matter. I just love you guys. And I want us all to try to get along as best as we possibly can. Like I said, don't berate these people that like the ST. Let them have it. Let them have it. Don't make it seem like they wrong. Don't do anything. Because you never know what can happen on a dime with you. Something that you hate might you turn out and like. Then you be down with us. So let these people have their day. And the people that have in their day, last time, when we do the compare and contrast, we're doing it to show you that these people, they have an agenda and they do not have us in the best frame of mind. Even though you may like some of their stuff, we just know the intricacies behind what they're doing and we're ready for them. We're ready for them. And our knowledge of the EU is always going to be compare and contrast to show you where they got it from, what they doing with it, and just to let you know that it's there, So with that being said, I'm going to take us all out in a way in which we are at the point of no return. No return whatsoever. And like I said, I love the people here. I'm going to ride for y'all hard. I may not associate the fandom menace hashtag on my bios and everything else, but that's not changing who I am towards each and every one of y'all. So that's where I'm leaving it off. And quite frankly, I love being a part of your lives. I really do. I get a kick out of seeing your live streams, your videos, and I just love, conversing with y'all as people, as peers, because you're my peers, each and every one of y'all. Even if y'all follow me on Twitter, you're members of my channel, you're still my peers. You're still my brothers and sisters. I don't have fans. I make that clear every time I turn around. I don't have fans. I'm not that special like that. I'm not a movie star. I'm not a superstar. I'm just Abu Nas. Abu Wasima Nasir. That's it. I got a big mouth. I use it on YouTube to say certain things. People regard me as an elder statesman. I love it. I'm your brother. Always have, always will be. So that's it. That's exactly, how we're going to do it here. So let's do it. Oh. That's the flavor. You know what? That's the flavor I would savor. That's the flavor I savor. I'm just going to do something a little bit different. A little tongue-in-cheek. Because seeing all my brothers and sisters here, you know, showing love to your brother, you know, at the very least, listening to what I have to say. So I'm good. I'm good for this. So check it. Let's see how we started out, brethren. Wonderful wisdom aspect. Wait. Abu Nas, really bring the heat. All right. I'ma really bring the heat. Check it out. Wonderful wisdom has been said tonight. Praise the Almighty forever your life. In our ghetto, what them amend the chat. You don't know downtown, so support them for that. No matter how hard we will prosper. The robber him a come with the bushmaster. Want the poor people for understand. Giving thanks and praise the Jada King man. Easy now, brethren, everything I be. Put on the mask, you get no disease. We keep get our youth everything they need. Walked upon the earth with the clean cavity. Trust our secret trilogy. They know they must stop everything that they see. I must know that, yes, it's hard to believe. Everything that is just a true tragedy. I say, never be the boy who we come to destroy. Everything that they go, what the top of the joy. So give thanks to your life, give thanks. May I go love your wife. You say things that is, Lord have mercy, right? They never give in to strife. But go live your life, but give thanks. Give thanks to your life. Give love to your baby, or maybe your wife. Say things, son, that we always be right. Never give in to the bullshit and strife. Know what it is, but boy, whoa boy, come up back. Open us, fling it in a culture. Talk upon the rhythm like a cat right now. Don't cancel, know them up on superstar. Every way that we go, brand new lava. War about us, grab your sexy daughter. Lord have mercy, give her a drink of water. You know me, my soul lover to brother. Rhythm me a chat, no man no go suffer. Live in the life you can't comprehend. Know your fantastic speed touch of your head. You think you come and it down, you go and tell you again. Don't cancel them a beggar for no friends. And the menace have no patience for them. With them a toes in the chat, them up on to put in. Lyrics to be a chat, all of them hating. Collector is a lawyer, put up with the win. Don't play set, a winner or in. One with your soul, come and let me pray for him come down. Give thanks for your life, put it down. Give love to your wife. We want to say things that is so right. One never getting back for luck and a strife. You go get thanks to your life. Pour such a thing to your baby, meet your wife. Say things that you know is right. Never get in for that strife. Never get in, I'll put it in. Never get in, I'll put it in. Put that don't that. Dipping in a sofa fracture. When I know about Nas, him a place in a top. Though I hear him a chat, you know he no cop. King of the jungle, what you give him a stop. Give me a sexy girl, I want to make love. Could it be Lorena or maybe Tux? OG Star Wars or maybe Shot. But six and mama bear one tell like a terror. Nina infinity when I say softly they touch. The Lord dirty home, she can make it under. But the girl really is a girl I would see. Ballet dancer and a gal JC. Oh baby, my sweetheart, her name Becky. Oh my other little girl, you know name Christy. I'm man about Nas, take all the ladies. Everything that they do in support of me. The council got my back up, we once again. Second library trend, thought I said the innocent to come on down. Breaking it up for the ground, I hold it down. Never you go hang around for all these sounds. Then I'm breaking it down, but not for me. It's not on the ground, so let's go. The day for your life, hold it down. Give love to your wife, listen in. Say that I think that is right, but never in. Never give in to strife, forgive thanks. Give thanks for your life, you know be right. Love for your baby, or maybe your wife. Say them a thing that is so right. Never go getting off for that strife. Oh my Lord. You already know. You don't know. One more time for your mind. Deep in a session in a South Africa. Love to your man, this I'm a brother. We just know that don't not see me telling a chat. We just know what to do with your thing for that. The long with our airport, the long water. Well, a man, him say, him time in Templar. Him a car, him a drive, is a night rider. We just know that a rugged and a Richard Pryor. Who kissed me, Elizabeth Taylor? Who pack 'em gonna Robert Wagner? Who get the one they see one chatter? One a gangster for Abu Dhabi and a Florida. Oh know that Miami is no mean suffer. But drunk 3PO got his brother. Then we go into the mansion and we party all night. Well you know what it is, then we still in the fight. So let's go, go, go. Ladies and gentlemen, all my love, all my heart, everything that I am is thanks to each and every one of you. Your brother Al-Munas, the Don Salah, El Presidente is about to sign off. Have a wonderful evening, and I hope to see you on the next side. Go and check out Toxic Femininity. Ladies gonna tear it up tonight. I'll see you all tomorrow though on the Dark Council. You can best believe that. I love you all. Be good to yourself and good to others, and we out.